They're so lightweight, it literally feels like nothing on your skin. Eons more advanced when it comes to innovative formulations. I haven't tried any Korean brands that do that same sort of thing. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I wanted to chat about whether I prefer K or J beauty when it comes to skincare. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください. So obviously I do talk about Japanese beauty as well as Korean beauty pretty consistently on my channel, and I do love each one for different reasons. So I thought it might be kind of fun to see which one I truly prefer when it comes to each step of the skincare routine. I even prepared J and K paddles for this video. Yes, they are truly homemade and even on the end of chopsticks. I want you guys to guess along with me and see which one you prefer per skincare step and see if we agree or disagree. Alrighty, so the first category is makeup removers or oil-based cleansers. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? J beauty. I feel like this was a pretty easy choice for me. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of amazing oil-based cleansers in Korean brands too, but one of the main reasons to why I continue to choose J beauty brands when it comes to oil cleansers is that you can use them in the shower. So in Japan, they call it a unit bath, I believe, but the shower and bath, although separate, they're in this one room that is like 100% waterproof, if that makes sense. So many people do tend to remove their makeup and cleanse in the shower, which I prefer as well. It's just so much easier, and Japanese oil cleansers are specifically made to work even if your hands and face are wet. If you look at the label, oftentimes it will say whether you can or not. Usually like 8 to 9 times out of 10, you usually can use Japanese oil cleansers in that environment, the wet environment, compared to Western or Korean brands. Most of the time you cannot use them if your hands and face is already wet, and if they are, basically the oil cleanser won't work properly. The texture will go kind of weird and thick and gluggy, whereas Japanese ones do tend to still stay pretty like watery and loose of a texture. The other thing is waterproof mascara removers. I mean, you guys know my favorite one, the Heroine Make Speedy Mascara Remover. There is nothing like it. It is so easy to remove waterproof mascara, and I feel like I haven't tried any Korean brands that do that same sort of thing. Second category, we are talking about our water-based cleansers, face washes. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? This one is K beauty for sure. I never used to use really gel-based cleansers. I used to always use a foaming paste like very bubbly cleanser, especially because I used to use a lot of Japanese brands. For dry skin, those really foaming dense cleansers are generally drying to the skin. So once I started using gel cleansers, I kind of haven't looked back. Like, I still use a variety of them, and especially when I want a good deep cleanse, but on a day-to-day basis, a gel cleanser just suits my skin so much more, and Korean brands have way more options when it comes to that gel formula. Whereas J beauty has pretty much stayed the same since I was in high school. So for like 15 years, I feel like we haven't seen too many advances. They're all still that kind of paste type formula. Of course, there's your exceptions, and there are some brands that are coming out with something new, which is great to see. But overall, Korean brands just have way more variety and way more gentler options when it comes to face washes. Next category is toners. Which one do I prefer when it comes to toners? 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, this was the one category I just could not decide. I do apologize. I'm kind of defeating the purpose of my whole exercise, but you know, just listen to my explanation. So in terms of bang for buck, Japanese toners are definitely the better choice. You can go to the drugstore in Japan and literally find dozens of toners that are good quality for basically under like the $20 mark easily. So if you are someone who wants to pack on your toners, you have dehydrated skin, and you just want to be greedy in how much you use, I feel like J beauty toners are definitely great in terms of bang for buck. But if you're someone who wants more than just hydration hydration from your toners, I do feel like K-Beauty is the better option. I do feel like they tend to put more effective ingredients in their toners, even active ingredients, things that do have more soothing properties, even exfoliating properties too. So if you want to get the most out of your toner step, I do feel like K-Beauty has kind of more skin improving and effective formulas. The other thing that I couldn't decide between was mist toners. Japan has so many great ones for such an affordable price, especially for sensitive skin. Like the Curel one has become such an holy grail of mine in the past couple of years, and the Nameraka Honpo ones, which are really easy and quick to just apply a quick hydration layer. But then toner pads. K-Beauty has so many good toner pads and I've totally become a fan of them. They're the easiest way to give yourself a really quick daily exfoliation. You can use them as DIY sheet masks. There's just so many ways to use them. So each country has their benefits to that toner step and I truly cannot decide between the two. So yeah, this is the one step that I would choose both. Next, we have serums slash ampoules. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? This one was easy. K-Beauty by far I would choose when it comes to serums and ampoules. K-Beauty is just eons more advanced than J-Beauty when it comes to innovative formulations, and that is what you want in your serum step, especially say at a drugstore level. J-Beauty is really weak when it comes to serums. I mean, a lot of brands don't even carry serums, whereas K-Beauty, even at that drugstore level or that affordable level, I feel like every brand has multiple serums and they really do push them when it comes to new innovative formulas. So this was an absolute no-brainer to choose K-Beauty. Especially when it comes to actives and stronger ingredients, you rarely see them in J-Beauty, and even when you do, they tend to be very small percentages. Next step is moisturizer, and I'll be honest, I kind of cheated a little bit. I have split moisturizers into two categories, emulsions and creams, just so we can talk a little bit more about skincare, you know. So emulsions, those light lotion moisturizers. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? J-Beauty, of course. More and more people are discovering the beauty of emulsions and milks, and they are a big part of the skincare culture in Japan. Japan does tend to focus more on textures and usability, so a lot of people do not like a thick or tacky or sticky moisturizer. It is just the culture of Japanese skincare. That's just how it's been for quite some time now. Even when it comes to makeup, K-Beauty is all about that glow, whereas J-Beauty is more about a kind of semi-matte translucent finish. Hence why people do just prefer emulsions, because they have a more lightweight finish. Also, you can get so much for so cheap. I just put up the Hada video, but you can get a milk moisturizer for like 1,000 yen for 150 mils. Like, that'll last you forever. So yes, I love my J-Beauty emulsions. Next, we have creams. So a more rich moisturizing moisturizer. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? Obviously, I mean, I chose lightweight moisturizers J-Beauty for a reason. So when it comes to richer creams, K-Beauty is it. Because Japan prefers more lightweight, milky, emulsion-like textures in their moisturizers, they actually don't have very many options when it comes to a richer cream. On the other hand, K-Beauty has so many amazing options when it comes to a thicker formula, when it comes to barrier repair, when it comes to something rich enough for dry skin. K-Beauty wins hands down, and a lot of affordable options too. We can do both. Next, we're going to go into a few categories of special care, kind of the major ones, or the ones that I use like most frequently, I guess you could say. Sheet masks. Obviously, they are a big part of both Japanese and Korean skincare culture. So which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? Actually, J-Beauty. Up until the last couple of years, I actually did prefer Korean sheet masks. I felt like they were richer, they were just more, you get a true difference in your skin when you use one. But over time, I realized that instead of using one expensive, rich sheet mask every now and then, using more lightweight formulas that are truly just rehydrating your skin more frequently do tend to make a bigger difference on my skin personally. personally. K-Beauty definitely does tend to focus on single-use sheet masks, whereas J-Beauty does focus more on bulk sheet masks. So in terms of waste as well, I do feel like J-Beauty is better. I mean, obviously using sheet masks frequently, you are still going to produce waste. I also feel like the convenience, we can just pull it out and chuck it on right away rather than having to unfold it, unfurl it, or remove the layer or this and that, which a lot of K-Beauty sheet masks tend to have. Also, the price. You can get a pack of like 40 sheet masks in Japan for what, 800 yen? Like under $10, whereas Korean ones, because they are more specialized, they do tend to be more expensive per wear. Not gonna lie, I still have my K-Beauty sheet masks that I love, but even some of them, I wish they came in a bulk pack. It used to be K-Beauty, but nowadays I definitely do prefer J-Beauty when it comes to sheet masks. Next, we have eye care. So we're talking about eye creams, eye serums. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? K-Beauty. This one was an absolute win by far. K-Beauty has truly so many more affordable options when it comes to eye cream, and not just affordable options, but affordable options that have good ingredients, like effective ingredients. Whereas a lot of J-Beauty eye creams tend to be quite boring. Like they're truly just to add an extra layer of moisture or add an extra layer of hydration, but they don't really put any other ingredients to help the situation, like pigmentation as well as fine lines. Whenever they have really like high performing eye creams or like highly rated eye creams, they are so expensive, luxury price expensive. If you do want to be consistent with your eye cream and use it every day, I feel like the J-Beauty options, you're going to be forking out a lot of money to get basically the same effects that you could with an affordable K-Beauty one. So yeah, hands down, eye care, K-Beauty is the one. And the last category in special care is lip care. Now I'm talking lip balms and moisturizing products. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? J-Beauty. I have recently been talking about the KLAVUU lip mask as like my favorite nighttime lip balm, and it still is. I absolutely love the KLAVUU. Best affordable bang for buck lip mask ever. And I feel like K-Beauty does lip masks really well, like thick moisturizing masks. But when it comes to general lip balms, like everyday lip balms that you're using all the time throughout the day, chuck it in your bag, definitely J-Beauty. I've actually tried a few just like balm formulas from Korea and nothing has wowed me. I've never met one that has wowed me. Only lip masks or kind of thicker formulas, which you don't always want. The J-Beauty formulas, they are 1, affordable, 2, give you a nice glossy look, but also 3, they last a long time. Just keeps your lips so moisturized, like the Nivea Melty ones, the Melty Cream Lip. Ugh, love them, and I don't think I'll ever stop using them. I will give up my lip mask at night to use my J-Beauty lip balms, but I would never do the other way around. I would never give up my daily J-Beauty lip balms for a lip mask. So yeah, lip care, definitely J-Beauty. We've come to the last category, and that is sunscreens. Which one do I prefer in 3, 2, 1? K-Beauty. This one is also one that has changed pretty drastically over time. Even till my early 20s, I would say I preferred J-Beauty sunscreens because there are so many amazingly lightweight formulas. They're so lightweight, it literally feels like nothing on your skin. You can get a huge bottle for a very affordable price, and that is why I used to choose J-Beauty a lot. But now that I have gotten older and my skin has gotten drier, I definitely do prefer my K-Beauty sunscreens because a lot of them do focus more on moisture and hydration and put a lot of skincare ingredients that are beneficial to your skin even though it is a sunscreen, versus J-Beauty, they don't really do that. They do really just make it more of a sun protection, and that is it. I do see it changing a little bit, and I do feel like it is because of the success of K-Beauty sunscreens globally. Another thing is you are spoiled for options when it comes to alcohol, fragrance free with K-Beauty sunscreens. A lot of brands are just doing alcohol and fragrance free, which for those who do have sensitive skin, obviously amazing. Whereas J Beauty, a lot of them do still have alcohol and fragrance, and the alcohol level is still pretty high, like to the point where you can smell it when you're applying it. Again, I am tending to see more brands produce alcohol-free options lately. Like, it wasn't even a selling point in the past, but I do feel like the whole global norm is leaning more to not including it. So I think Japan's trying to follow. So yes, I have seen more and more options of alcohol-free, but generally speaking, Japanese people do still tend to prefer a more I can't feel it on my skin lightweight formula. So they do still produce more products that include alcohol and fragrance compared to K-Beauty. This does come down to, again, a personal preference and a skin preference. I have dry skin now, so getting that extra layer of moisture through my sunscreen has been amazing. And whenever I do use Japanese sunscreens, I don't know, I haven't met one that I have fallen in love with for quite some time. I do enjoy my spray ones, which contain alcohol too, and that's fine. I can still use them. I'm still okay with alcohol fragrance, of course, but just in terms of its moisture level in the formula, Korean sunscreens just do it better for me. So in conclusion, I chose 4 categories for J Beauty plus a half for toner because I chose both, and then 5.5 for K Beauty. So I guess if we're going to tally it up, apparently I prefer K-Beauty when it comes to most skincare. Controversial? Nah, just kidding. Honestly, we have the luxury to use both J and K-Beauty, which is awesome, and I hope that is the reason to why a lot of you guys watch my channel. I don't just speak about one or the other, but talk about both. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was definitely a very different style, but personally, I really enjoyed just chatting about skincare. And if you do have a little bit more time to spare to hang out with me, I would super appreciate it if you checked out one of these videos. We can chat even more about skincare, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!